Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Viewer discretion is advised.
Across Oklahoma's panhandle, an urgent rush to escape the flames as fast-moving wildfires burned through these homes, buildings, even this bus. The devastating flames and high winds mixing to create fire worlds in Woodward, Oklahoma. The dangerous blaze causing a state of emergency as the Oklahoma State Forestry Agency estimates 5 fires have burned more than 150,000 acres across the region. At one point, 4,000 of the town's residents under a voluntary evacuation.
Woodward, run!
Daryl Stewart caught this video as the flames rushed toward his home.
It's a different planet today.
His home is still standing tonight, saved by mere seconds.
But you got super lucky, it seems.
Our luck don't get no credit. We got blessed with the finest firefighters there is.
Just east of us in Beaver County, a building at this gas plant going up in flames. As the critical fire risk continues, Officials urge those in the danger zone to stay vigilant and ready to evacuate.
Ryan Chandler joins us now live. And Ryan, so many people still working to recover from that damage tonight.
So many people tonight returning to their homes to find they were nearly destroyed. Tom, just look at this land behind me. It is charred black land as far as the eye can see. And here you realize just how close these flames got to this neighborhood. These flames stopped just feet from this house, Tom.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.
High risk of avalanche across 6 states.
Yes, you look at the Flat Top Range or the San Juan Mountains in Colorado, and officials are calling it a level 4 out of 5 for avalanche danger. Not just there, but through Utah, parts of Montana, back to the Sierra Nevada. Big problem has been the wind combined with snow after they had no snow. It's been so dry. Once you get up over the Rockies, that wind is exploding into fire danger. Today, we've got it high from New Mexico all the way to Illinois. Wildfires exploding across the plains Tuesday.
Oh my God.
Buildings engulfed in flames. Winds topping 70 miles per hour, fueling the fires with very little humidity and dry brush. More than 19 million people are under fire watches. In Oklahoma, 155,000 acres burning, multiple structures, including homes, destroyed. Crews racing to get the fires under control.
We're trying to fight those wildfires and keep them out of those major population areas.
Drone video capturing the scope of the devastation. Homes turned to ash, a metal frame, all that's left of this bus.
Zero visibility.
Smoke and flames overrunning drivers as they race to escape. The fire in Woodward, west of Oklahoma City, nearing worst case.
All right. Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. Please give me a 1 if you can hear me and see me well. Oh, man. It's a lot going on over there in Oklahoma. It's a lot. There is a wildfire here in Florida also, South Florida. It's just I don't talk about it. I'm tired, man. I'm just tired. That's all. You know, doing the fast, taking things out. You know, I'm just tired. And there's something that happened in a hockey game over there, and I believe it's in Michigan. This dude name is Robert Dorgan. He's 56 years old. He's a Transformer, one of the Decepticon. He took his entire family out. As you can see, those people are losing their freaking mind, man, you know. So they lack of the humility of mind. And I'm not going to play the video because YouTube, of course, will just say, you're promoting MS and all this stuff. So I will refrain of doing this. Now, beloved, the motto of the AK family we mentioned in the AK book, great glory. Let me read this passage. Our methods require a lot of work, wisdom, bravery, iron will, and humbleness. Remember our motto, humbleness, his glory. Thus, great glory. When we say great glory, we literally mean humbleness, his glory. One of the major issue, again, should have highlighted this. So some of you will find this. This is in the book, AK Humbleness is Glory. This is if you want to get the book. There's a link in the description. Humility, in this case, humbleness, is glory. One of the main reasons why people got into this mess, it's because of their pride. You are dealing with a very prideful people. Any little thing can stroke our people ego, thus will render the pride much more aggressive and a hell of a lot more inflamed. We have this pride pretty much in anything. I remember back in 2003 when M1 N1 Volume 2 or Volume 3 came out. Of course, it was all trash talk and things like that. And we have 83 right now. To a degree, when I look at it, 83 is like a mirror to our past. 83 is like a mirror. We weren't no different than them. When we were ruling, we know we had the blessing. We bullied a lot of people. That's why they hate our guts a lot. We did a lot of, horrible and terrible things. And those people could not wait to get the power so they can get back at us. We were just like Joseph. Remember, Joseph was a fucking brat to his brother. He stunned on them all the time. He came out like, yo, I just have a dream. I'm the dream king. Y'all better start calling me Dream King, son. I have a dream like all y'all niggas kneeling before me, worshiping me. I'm going to rule over y'all. And then bully his own brother. And then when the brother get at him, he quickly run to Jacob, his father, crying and bitching and moaning. And Jacob will get at the brothers like, stop him. He's a child. He doesn't know what he's doing. Because Jacob loved, Joseph because he was the youngest one. That's why the brother had to sold his ass and because he was a brat. He's stunting. He was a very, very proud man. Bragging about like how he's the most handsome and therefore he's going to become the king. He's the king of the dreams. And the Holy One had to teach him a lesson and humble him through slavery. We are a very, very prideful people, man. People love talking about 83 being prideful. We are very prideful people. I cannot speak for anybody else, but I know my people, if anything that get them where they are right now, it's the pride. Nothing more, nothing less. I myself being a Shemeshite, the pride is in the midst of the sun. It's nothing but their pride. Any little thing, their ego is out of the way. Humbleness in this case, when we refer to humility, the humility of the mind. Now, what I mean by this, beloved, is sometime doing a conversation, doing a discussion, you purposely choose ignorance, not because you are actually ignorant. You choose ignorance just to offset a certain energy you do not want around you and on you. You could start a normal conversation in politics with somebody and that person telling you, oh yes, we must choose to vote for this party. That's the only party that can get us out of what we are right now because man is the savior. You choose ignorance. You know whatever that person is said is not real. Sometimes it is good to entertain an idea, to see how far people are falling. Oh, really? Is that so? Which party that is? Oh, this party over there. Let me explain to you. Elaborate, explain, expand. And you will realize this person, their pride, their ego, they can come and teach you, especially with a Christian coming and try to teach you about like how he can save you by telling you accept Jesus Christ, and then you just stand there, you watch this person destroying themselves. There are a lot of ways I've seen my people destroying themselves when it comes to pride. And the act of humility is pretty much absent in them. When we were children, our parents taught us whenever somebody or someone, whoever that person is, do something for us or being kind to us, we must say thank you or return the favor. Show gratefulness, you know. Have you ever done something for someone and that person is so ungrateful, that person didn't show humility, and actually because of that person's gesture, you got offended? We talk about this multiple times. A few months ago, a lady killed, well, actually, in that case, murder another lady because she held the door open for her. She did not say thank you. See, the pride, the ego, like I'm too good, or I'm a Christian and you guys are fucking hidden. I don't need to tell you. I don't need to abase myself before you. I'm just walking there. People won't say thank you. Again, the greatest man with the most humility out of the good book is called Moses. Moses was even the Most High said, they say, you people are, you complain for everything. I gave you the best of my men, the meekest men on this entire realm. And look at how you treated these men. There are sometimes, beloved, in a conversation or in a polite situation, polite society, you assume partial ignorance. You remain somewhat teachable. We talked about this the other day. You speak less, you listen more. Sometimes you think if you speak more, you will learn more because you are speaking. When in fact, silence is the greatest teacher of all time. Silence is the husband, or in that case, the wife of time. Both silence and time will reveal the greatest secret. We must listen more than we speak. There is, I believe, in the book of Proverbs, there is a line that says you must be quick to listen, slow to act. And you must start practicing of correcting yourself privately. What I mean by that is there are certain things you might do in public and it's a little bit awkward, embarrassing. You go in your closet and meditation and you scold yourself for this. You corrected yourself, you make sure you practice, you reenact what had happened, and doing the reenactment alone, you corrected yourself. We sometimes say something or do something, and then we quickly realize, oh, I shouldn't say this. I should have not done this. When you get home, you reenacted this thing, and then you say the proper stuff, you correct yourself. All those little correction and the exercises, all those little things you're putting aside, they will compound, and slowly but surely, excuse me, the behavior will change. We are by nature very defensive. The pride is nothing but defense and when we defend ourselves, we offend pretty much everyone. Pride is nothing but defensive. You just be very defensive, very prideful, coming out there and do things. We must replace that with silence, quiet openness. And this is once you start getting or doing the mental humility, the mental mind, it will follow on your daily activities or physical or whatever. When you are humble, you should never go outside. You hear people do this all the time when you're watching an interview. People goes, I'm so, I'm a humble man. I'm a humble woman. I'm so humble. I'm so this. Your humbleness do not show through your speech because you yourself acknowledge it. That's the pride shoving that humbleness down. Like you ain't gonna get anywhere. Humility, no. I am so humble that I have to tell you how much of a humble person I am. That's the pride. It is always the others or people that should go out there and say, this person has a lot of humility. The bragging. If there is one thing about our people, we brag so much. Every little effing thing, we have to brag about it. There is no humility in the midst. It's just pure bragging. Ego and pride are like an egg. They are inside of this one case, but when you crack them, there is one that is yellow, the other one is clear. Pride and ego, always bragging. And when you brag like this, people act it's sarcasm, but it isn't. I'm so humble, man. I feel like I'm humble. I've been humbled by this, humbled by that. Negro, please stop that. Humility walk hand in hand with silence. Now, I am not telling my beloved to keep your peace on pretty much everything. There are certain times you need to speak, and you only speak when you have to. You shouldn't be taking everything in silence. In fact, this is the time for you to speak for yourself and speak for your people and speak for your nation. Speak for your bloodline and speak for your house. We love when people bragging. Our people will choose a bragger versus a wise man, a learned man, or a learned person. The person that bragged the most, I have more money. You hear it on the song all the time. I got this gang, I got this money and stuff like that. And the person that actually have the money, our people won't even look his or her way. Pride is another word, foolishness. I've seen how pride and bragging got our people killed. A year ago, we made a Esau's Trouble video where a young man posted a video online holding a pile of cash, a wad of cash, on his Instagram, making videos, singing, and counting money. A few hours later, he was gunned down in his car, and he died. The issue is when he did this, one of his friends saw that, and the friend tracked him down, and the friend murdered him, and didn't find any money. It took a few bucks, What happened? Well, a few months ago, before that, he got involved in an accident, a car accident with his girlfriend. So after he went to the chiropractors and lawyers and all the 9 yard, he received a settlement. And the settlement was a couple thousand, 3,500, or let's say 7,000. And he took this money, he posted online as if he's some kind of drug dealer or some kind of rapper getting a lot of money in cash and stuff. And he got killed. There is another one. I think I have the video. The video will explain better what happened, doing bragging, showing no humility, especially when our people are winning and something, whether it's there we go. This video right here should explain what happened. Oops. This is pretty much all of everything we've been studying.
Your reporter in downtown Miami. Emotional moments in court after a Miami Gardens man is sentenced in the shooting death of his best friend. The victim's mother present as her son's killer learned his fate.
I am broken. I will never be the same. He still get to see his mama. He still get to see his family. We got to go to a graveyard.
They were both 16 then, playing video games, when one of them pulled out a gun and fired at his friend. Good evening. I'm Jim Barry.
And I'm Lauren Pastrana. CBS News Miami's Peter Dench is your reporter in downtown Miami. He joins us live with reaction from both sides. Peter?
Lauren and Jim, we can tell you the sentence in this case was not as stiff as loved ones of the victim had hoped for. It was 8 years in prison, followed by 8 years for probation. Now, the victim's mother wept in court.
I am broken. I will never be the same.
Surrounded by her loved ones in a Miami courtroom, LaToya Taylor speaks out about the loss of her 16-year-old son, Savion Littles.
I was in a dark place for 2 years. He still get to see his mama. He still get to see his family. We got to go to a graveyard.
She also speaks about her son's best friend, 19-year-old Zelle Canty, who had pleaded guilty to manslaughter. Canty pointed a gun at Littles at a home and pulled the trigger on Mother's Day weekend in May of 2023. Taylor had told us how proud she was of her son, who had transferred from Miramar High School to American High School to play football.
For somebody to take his life at the age of 16, he ain't gonna be able to make it to prom. I ain't gonna be able to see him graduate. I'm empty.
In court, Canty apologized to Little's family.
And here's the thing. No impulse control, no emotional control, everything. I gotta kill you, son. You offended me. You think you're better than me. That's what you think. And I'm gonna show you I'm better than you. No mental hygiene, no training, any little thing. Yo, either I gotta kill you, I gotta get my homies stuff. And the other side, I'm good at football, I'm good at this game, I gotta brag. You know, I gotta tell you, oh, I'm beating you, nigga, what's up with you and stuff, and think this hey shit's cool. Yo, if you play video game with another Negro man or whoever that is, you win, you win. I've seen this thing. That's why I stopped watching sport. And I realized my physical nerve start to become weaken. Because every time they score, I get a jump. Oh, I'm happy. And then I come down. They miss, I get sad. I'm like, what am I doing? I watch this guy shooting basketball all the time. Why am I so happy when he make this? You see all the time when a soccer player make a goal, they run around happy and stuff like that. And the problem is you're always in a state of excitement. And it will wear out your nerve. And you need bigger and bigger excitement to get you there. A moment like this, you should show control. You brag, you say something, and then the other guy got offended. He's your best friend. We are two best friends. And he didn't control his emotion. The same thing happened. The other day we were watching another dude shot another dude in the head for some French fries. Most likely something was said, some prideful thing was said, and he shot the guy. And there you go, man. You're young, you're 16, but he only got 8 years. By the time he's like 24, he'll be out. There was some kind of struggle or whatever. He shot the guy, he killed him.
I want y'all to know that I'm sorry. And I wish I could make it better now. Okay.
Judge Christina Miranda said Canty was reckless and sentenced him to 8 years in prison, followed by 8 years probation.
Unfortunately for Mr. Canty.
And this is the problem. We think those dudes are actual children. We think this is an actual 16-year-old boy, not a man. And we give him 8 years. He get out when he's 24, and then he's changed. Back then, we used to have our 12-year-old men entering apprenticeship for 7 years. By the time they are 19, they get out, they are masters. Now, putting a 12-year-old man or 12-year-old boy to work, it's considering as child abuse. You as a father, being a mechanic, if you teach your son at the age of 12 how to repair a car, for 7 years under your apprenticeship, by the time he's 19, he owns his own auto parts, auto car, auto mechanic shop. That's child abuse. But at the age of 12, you can buy him VIP. You can buy him whatever, a video or PlayStation, and have him play until he's like 19. He learned nothing. This is called love. We are treating our men as children, and they go up, they are 25, 30, they're in their 50s. They still act like they are 12. You got this guy murdering another human being because he was reckless. Who cares? People acting a 16-year-old doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he has a gun. He doesn't know stuff. He just murdered the other kid because I don't know, man. I can, and I know I'm 16. What the court going to do? I'm not 18 yet because we measure everything by 18 now. This is horrible, man, and this could happen to anyone.
There is nothing he can do that's going to change that day or bring him back, except learn a lesson.
We spoke with
some of those people don't learn and they can't learn. They are unteachable. This is the truth. They don't want to learn. They're like, if I get out, I'm going to do it again. Not to say this fellow, do that, man. They are, two 16-year-old, something happened. One of them got emotional. They don't have this emotional anchor. They can just like, you know what, man, this is just a game. We good, man. He won or he lost or whatever that is. This is just French fries. But no, everything now I gotta shoot you. Back then it would be fist on fight. We get angry for like a day or 2, 3 days, then we talk after that. No, right now somebody gotta go to the grave, and that's what happened to this kid.
Canty's mother.
Hopefully he learned from his mistakes. We love Savion. We never going to stop loving Savion. He just like us. So instead of me losing one, I lost 2, one through death, and my other one is in jail now.
He meant everything to our family. Savion was our life, and he's going to be missed. Every day I think about him. He's my first grandson.
All right, so and this is what happened, playing video game, you win, you stunting, going around bragging, I'm the best and stuff. You don't show humility. The other guy, not everybody going to like, yo, man, we cool. He just talking hish. Some people will take what you said literally, and they will come after you, dog. Just like this kid come after the other kid and kill him, murder him. Best friend playing video game. Now, if you had those two 16-year-olds in a shop making a robot, this would have never happened. If you had those two 16-year-olds in the office creating an AI, this would have never happened. If you had those two 16-year-olds, by the time they were 12, they would have had 4 years experience making a video game, developing a video game. You would have never had this happen because they have the mindset of working as a team. When you put them there, you said you guys are 12. By the time you're 19, I want you to create a video game, an actual video game. Instead of playing them, make them. You provide them the resources as a parent. You don't need that much. A computer, some software you pay a couple of $100 a year, and that's it. But no, we don't do that. We think every Christmas it's good to buy them video games and foolishness and give it to them and think this is love. This isn't love. For Christmas, you 83, to all people here, you should have bought your grandson or your son a toolbox, a CNC machine, a 3D printing machine. You should have bought him a robot kit, a computer kit to build it and put it and stuff. Not buying them stuff that they can go around and play and F around, be in the house, high fructose corn syrup, smoking, drinking, eating garbage. And by the time they are in their 30s, they don't want to do anything. They are blaming society for everything. Well, I'm not no slave. I ain't going to get into the rat race. Okay, so you're going to start a business? Business? I ain't going to do anything for this system. So what are you planning to do? Gang, man. Gang. What's up? None of this will happen. But the problem is you keep telling, don't come over there and tell me how to raise my child. I'm showing him love by spoiling and making him into a brat and things like that. No humility. Nobody tell their children, listen, you're a football player. This isn't a blessing. This is an actual curse. You have to be frank with your kids. If they are talented, you have to tell them, you think this is a blessing. It's not a blessing at all. It's a curse. And you have to behave properly. If you are playing football, you win or you do this, you never stunt on your opponent. You be humble. You don't show any emotion going around. You so happy and then go, yes, you celebrate with your team, cool and clean. And you take the other team, you tell them, thank you for going easy on me. Thank you for letting me win. And you walk away. You don't stunt on people and go around, I'm better than y'all niggas. Y'all niggas are out there. We're already in the club. We got the money. We got the girls. We got everything. All this talk, man. Some people know it's bragging. It's trash talk. You will find that little old Negro out there like, I'm not going to let that slide. People die because of things they say. Last night, we talked about this in the class, where in Miami 4 years ago, there was a shooting outside of a club and a bunch of innocent people died. Why the guy go out there and shoot? What was the cause? Because the other dude, he was beefing another rapper, said something in his song that offended him. And he went out there and he shoot a bunch of innocent people. They died because he was offended by a lyric. And we need our beloved out there to show the humility of mind. Celebration is a very dangerous thing to do. To celebrate, take your focus away from the next fight. Life is a constant battle. You will win some, you will lose some. but eventually your objective is to win the war. Winning one battle doesn't mean you're done. It's just prepare you for the next one and you get better. So with you celebrating and losing your focus, the enemy can take you down. That's when you are at the most vulnerable point in your life. When you win something, you go out there, you lose your mind, you go celebrate. Have you ever seen people that win the lottery and what is the first thing they did? They make a huge purchase, inviting friends over, giving money to people, go to Vegas, gambling, drinking, and stuff. And in a few months or years, money's gone. You do know some people, their emotion, their whole life is tied up to money, right? If you take away their money, you take away their everything, and they'll die. If they don't die literally, physically, they literally dial 988. They don't even pay their debt off. If any case in anybody out there, if you win anything, let's say the lottery, $100 million, the first thing to do is humility. Don't celebrate, don't tell people, don't go anything. Just go somewhere in the woods off grid, wear the most dilapidated clothes that you have, cast dust upon your head, and thank the mighty one. Thank the Holy One for having mercy upon you and give you a way out of this, whatever this financial system. And take a few days to praying and lamenting. And I'm talking about real lamenting, crying for all the horrible and terrible things that you've done, and then you're ready to make amen. And the second thing is you're making amen, paying off your debt, man. Your mortgage, your student loan, credit card, people that you owe. You pay all your debt, and after you pay your debt, now you start paying the debt that you owe to parents, people that been good to you. You don't forget the people that actually helped you back then when you didn't have. That person that gave you a ride to the store, to this place and things like that. You don't let them know that I win the lottery. You just say, hey, man, I remember back then I didn't have a car. My car broke down for a week. You drove me to work the whole weekend, man. Here's a couple of G's. Here's a couple of $100. And after you pay your debt, you make amen. Then the rest, you be wise with it. But people don't do things like that. If they win something, this is my money. Don't come over there and tell me how to spend my money. And after they're spending it, and the next thing you know, oh man, I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have done that, and stuff. There is another video, okay? There was I'm looking for this video. You know what? Let me see if I can get it on Google first. Boy, nope, that's not the dude. Well, there was a video. I forgot. Some of you might remember. There was a video of a dude. He went to prison for a crime he didn't commit. He's a convict, though. He's a criminal. He did so much crime that whatever that crime was, it was identical to the things that he'd been doing. So they put him in prison for quite some time, and they find out he was innocent. So they release him. He won a settlement for a couple $1 million. And what did he do? The first thing that he did, he bought one of those convertible, expensive luxury car. He went straight back to that hood wherever he had that beef. And then a guy saw him, one of his, dudes saw him and said, yo, what's going on? We got a nice car and stuff like that. And then he like, y'all niggas are hating on me and stuff. The guy said, what? I don't hate you, man. You're my brother, man. I would never hate you. He pulled on camera, beloved. On camera, he pulled a gun. He shot the guy. And then he sped away. And he uploaded the video on YouTube. He uploaded the video on YouTube. They arrested him. And then they took all the money that they are giving him. And then they put him back in prison. Okay? No humility at all. I forgot this dude's name. He's like a light-skinned dude he got a huge scar. He got a huge scar in his face. I forgot his dude's name. He was like, this video is pretty popular. I can find it because YouTube now been removing a lot of stuff. A lot of websites are removing things. The other day, YouTube went down. And they never give an explanation, sent you an email, say, okay, well, we were doing some maintenance, we went down. They never say anything. But beloved, we must show humility. Everything in life, this is another word of cutting the excitement, the emotion. Be excitement neutral, man. You win something, hey, man. Hey, I want things all the time. You lost something. Well, if there is something that I've been doing all my life is losing things. Not to tell our people not to celebrate at all, but celebration is very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Especially when you win something big, a settlement, court cases and stuff, especially court cases. The battle is not over, beloved. If you go against this person or this government or whatever that is, you got out of it. Some people see if you got out of it and you show humility, you just walk around, you just be good, you all right. But if you're in the courtroom, I told y'all, you go around and celebrating, jumping around and stuff. You just inflaming or arousing this person's hatred for you. And they might find another way to come after you. They might appeal and they won't. They might get everything, get the best lawyer and come after you. I've seen people win settlement because of accident and things like that. And during the sheer celebration, it seems like they never suffered an injury. And then they put them under investigation. And they realize, okay, the lawyer find a loophole. They say, okay, your injury did not warrant that much. And they take everything away from you. Humility doesn't mean you're a coward. Sean Thomas, that was his name. Let me see if I can get it. Thank you, brother Zechariah. Let me see. I'm assuming you're a brother. Let me see if I can get it. Sean Thomas. I think that was him. Was it him? I guess that's another that's another dude. It happened so many times, but the guy was he was a dude. I think I can get it on YouTube. But let me read the one. Sean Thomas was in jail for 24 years, released in 2017, got $4.1 million in 2020. Then he killed a man over $1,200 drug debt for the third-degree murder in 2024 and was sentenced in 2025 to 33 to 66 years in prison. Some of those dudes never learn. They would not learn. I've done it before. I'm gonna do it again. Okay. I believe the guy name was Nico. The criminal? No, it's not. It's not him. Nico, the convict. Yeah, I believe it was this dude, Nico Jenkins. I believe, yeah.
Imagine a man so dangerous that he's sentenced to 450 years in prison. A very manipulative and sinister individual who's a huge threat to the outside world and even a menace behind bars. This is the story of Nico Jenkins, one of the scariest inmates to have ever lived. Years ago, Nico went viral all over the internet for his intimidating look and gained an online reputation of killing whoever looks at him. But how much of that is actually true, and what crazy thing has he done to be locked away for 450 years? Imagine a man so dangerous that he's sentenced to 450 years in prison. A very
That's the video. Well, I don't know if I may have confused him, but it was Nico Jenkins. He was he got released.
He's had power over my life for 4 years, and I've struggled for 4 years. He don't get that power today, so no, I don't.
You can see the pride walk, the prideful work. Walking around being prideful. Like, what's up with y'all? Y'all ain't gonna do this to me. Up until they give you 450 years. Up until they give you 400 years. Now, remember, when you are young, you think you are invisible. You got all the time. You're like, man, I'll serve like 50 years just like that. When I get out, I'm going to be young again. But 20 years in there, man. No. You were 18. Now you're 38. And you start thinking, man, you're like, yo, I'm here because of a French fry, man. I'm here because I couldn't control my anger. I'm here because I was jealous of my best friend, man. And I'm never going to come out. I'm never going to get out. I saw a dude. There was this interview. I will never forget this. There was a guy. It was a TV show running. He was a convict. And during the interview, what happened is he was a teenager in New York. And his friend, he was staying in Harlem or the Bronx or something like that, but it was in New York. And the friend, they were friends. There was a fair going on. And the friend inviting him to go to the fair, and he had no money. So they decided to rob somebody to get the money, something to that effect. But the robbery turned really, really ugly. It turned into a murder. It turned it very bad. So he got arrested. He got arrested very young, and they gave him life. So he sat there in the prison. They were doing the prison interview behind the fence, because they put him in whatever maximum solitary or whatever that was. And he said something like this. He said, I'm never going to get out of here. I never had a girlfriend. I'm never going to have one. I never had sex. I never been on an airplane. I never ride a boat. I never been on a cruise. I never going to have any uncle, any nephews and niece. Never going to have any children and stuff. That's when that came out. Like, he started getting 5 to 10 years in there, and he started realizing, yo, you in there because of something menial, something so childish. You're in there. And he started talking about all the stuff. There was another young lady that she had a friend. They needed money, so they go rob an elderly woman, and it turned really bad. They beat her to death, and she got arrested when she was somewhere around 18. And they give her life. And she sat there. She like, I never went out on a date. I never known any man. I'm never gonna have a child. I'm never gonna be married. And she turned around, she tell her sister, can you do those things for me? When you go out on a date, can you go for me? Can you kiss him for me? And she said, I'm going to die here. Because she was manipulated by an older young lady that made her did the crime, just to prove herself. Time, the greatest teacher, it will teach you. You think you're tough. Punch right here, punch there. You get hit with the baseball bat. Oh, nigga, bring it in. Fight. But 30 years later, this baseball bat hit you took right there, the pain never leaves. It ain't gonna go nowhere. And it spread. Chronic pain. And you still have to fight for this. You're still getting involved with the same thing. It will break you. I don't care who you are. You can't fight forever. It will break you. Remember that guy, the booty warrior? I forgot his name. The Boondocks make an episode about him, that guy, the booty warrior. Okay, let me see if I can get here. I forgot his name. He got out, though. He got out somewhere in 2017. Oops. Forgot his name. Fleece Johnson. All right?
When Lockup visited Kentucky State Penitentiary, we met Fleece Johnson, a longtime inmate who practices a very different kind of homosexuality.
But we have sexual desires, right? So you got a bunch of men locked up in one place. All of them get hard. All of them's horny. All of them got sexual desires. So what are they going to do? You won't let them have a woman. They gonna have each of somebody's gonna have to give us some booty, and it's just that simple.
The most memorable story that Fleece told us was about the place and importance that booty has in a maximum security penitentiary, and he went on about it and on about it.
In his prison, booty was more important than food.
So this dude, he explained, beloved, okay? He explained that when he was in jail, he was young. And every little thing, every device or tools or weapons that they want to try, they tried on him. And he was like, he's not going to give up. He's not going to yield. He will fight the guard, and then they will use this thing on him. They will beat him. And then the next day they will come, they will beat him again. He will fight them. He keep doing that for years. And then he start getting old. His body can't do it anymore. He start getting chronic pain. The whole booty thing is not working anymore. He start getting pain down there. He like, yo, I don't want to do this anymore, man. Then that's when humility set in. When the pain, when you feel true pain, the psychological pain, and then the humbleness starts showing. You're like, yo, you know what, man? I'm old. I don't want to do this, man. And I'm done. And he gave up. And they don't beat him anymore. They weren't beating him because they have to. He keep challenging them. He always have something to say when he walk around. He will say things, he will attack and stuff. He's showing how tough he is. And with age, and the beating will continue until moral improve, and the moral improve. And he got out. He served like 30, 40 years. He got out. He got out probably 2017, 2018. He got out. And ever since then, he's been in good behavior. He never did whatever he had to do. You learn. But beloved, we don't need this type of harsh treatment to learn humility. The humility of the mind. The humility of self. You need to practice it. Sometimes, beloved, we think it is good to be tough, to go out there and find the toughest thing to do the most difficult thing to prove ourselves how tough and prideful our skills we are. But sometimes, beloved, it's, take things easy, man. Easy going, slow, steady, win the race. Sometimes it goes like that, okay? All right? It goes like that, okay? So you don't need this horrible treatment for humility to set in. All right. Heavenly Father, earthly mother, great glory. Thank you for teaching us humility, humbleness, meekness. We need all of it. Our people, the pride. We're all very prideful people. We love to point fingers at others, how prideful they are. But we take the cake and the trophy when it comes to pride. We ask that the Spirit come in us during this 40-day fast. Today is our day 20th. We're halfway through, to help us with humility. May the angels, the Holy Spirit, our mother, teach us humility so we can receive the light and become a brother or sister of the light. May the will of the Holy One be done in this earth as it is in heaven. Selah, so be it. Oh boy. Oh, there we go.
Happy Jubilee! The album will be released on February 22nd.
Pre-order now on Amazon and Apple. We hope you enjoy the album. Much love.
Happy Jubilee is the name of the album, and you can have it here. I'll put the link in the chart, and there is a link in the description. This is the album for you. And do the best that you can do, beloved. Work on yourself. It's not going to take a day or 2, 30 days. It's going to take some time, but know one thing, you are getting better. Every day you are getting better. Any questions? Any questions, beloved? There's a link again in the description. Huh? All right. I think I have it here. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Any question? No need to brag, beloved. And another way humility work. We talked about this the other day. It's never let anybody know what you are doing. Never tell anybody about your plan. Keep things within. You are under no obligation to let the public know what you're working in and what you're doing. It would be a very dangerous thing to do, to let family members, friends, and others knowing that you're all trying to make your life better. This is very offensive to them. This is a very bad thing to do, to make public announcement that you're going to change your life, you're going to get better, you're going to control your impulse, control your finances, you're going to get better. That's where you fail. You didn't fail because you lost that job or this business didn't success. You fail because you make the announcement. Remember, not everybody that is listening is watching like you. You got people that are around you, people that are with you. Some of them go to bed with you. They don't like you at all. Everything is pretending. People do not like to see other people succeed or doing better than them. In fact, people always want to for you to do bad, but not very bad, because you think you better than me. You think you tough because you are doing you are homeless now. You got stuff. I'm homeless too. I live in this house and paying mortgage, but metaphorically, I'm on a worse position. Always let someone know that you're doing just okay. Better yet, they are doing better than you. And stay away from those people, man. It's not easy to spot somebody like this. Read their facial expression, their words, their gesture. And above all, beloved, when your friend, a family member, or anyone that you know succeed in life, be genuinely happy for them. Show no contempt, show love and appreciation. Why? Things that you despise and hate tend to stay away from you. Natural law states anything that you don't like, you despise, you hate, will by nature, by law, stay away from you. If you hated successful people, if you hated money, you hated rich people, not because they are abusing you, you hate the fact that they are rich and you are not. You hated healthy people, whether they are sexy, they have good health, they are pretty. You hated all those things will stay away from you. You'll never be successful. You'll never be wealthy. You'll never be smart. You'll never be healthy because you hate those things and they'll stay away from you. Have you ever seen someone in life, they are so miserable, they have nothing? That is because they hate everything. And by law, those things are going to stay away from you. If your friend have a good job, just get a good job, have a good car, you hate him or her guts because he or she got a better job than you or someone, you'll never get it because you hate it. It will stay away from you. So that is the height of humility, wisdom, is to appreciate when others have something that you wish you had. You'll be happy for them. My sister got a good job, the job that I want, I'm happy for them. The other day, there was a house that I've been eyeing this house. I'm like, man, I don't know why I love this house, newly built. Like, man, I got to buy this home. I love it. But, finance did allow it. And a few months ago passed, there was an open house. And I said, I'm gonna go over there to see the house. I don't have I don't have $600,000 to buy it because it's more than $250,000 to buy. So I didn't go to the open house. And a few weeks later, somebody moved in. And I don't know why I was so happy for them. Maybe because I want to see the house not staying on the market, being dilapidated, depraved. And I feel happy. I'm like, hey, they got this house. That's good for them. I'm so happy. Genuinely, I felt so happy for them. I don't know who those people are. I never seen them. And I'm passing them. I'm like, oh, man, they got the house. That's nice. Oh, I hope they love it. They treat it well. I would have treated that house nice. I don't know what it is about that little home. I love it. Newly built, square box, plain, what they call now minimalist. Like, I love it. The backyard look cool. I was obsessed with it, but somebody have it, and I feel so happy, It's good to see people prosper and feel happy for them. If you're not happy for your beloved, your brethren, okay, if a brother get a position, a sister get a position that you are going after, you're not happy for them, it's going to cause an issue. All right, beloved? All right, so let me see if there's any questions so I can leave you guys in peace. And then love, I got about 7 minutes. All right, okay. Oh, yes, I did. I think I mailed the Pentacle yesterday. I got one to mail today. Hopefully their stuff are working. The thing is not going down. Star CDK, I'm doing the same thing to distancing myself from my family, especially my father. He can be worrisome with his needy energy. Here's the thing, beloved. A father, mother, being a father, being a parent, being a mother, you should be the first line of defense for your children. A parent should be the very first therapist that your children would see. Though you do not have a license or you do not have a permit, I'm assuming you should be the best therapist that your children or a loved one can come and confine into. But as we see, beloved, it's quite the opposite. All right. So we watch how the other day a mother took her daughter to a cheerleading competition. They go to a hotel and they need off the daughter. Now there is a transformer dad. He's 56 years old. He went to a hockey game, okay, and then he spray out his wife, his kids, and a bunch of other things. I haven't go into it. So when you have your dad or your mom that are in this, you need to stay away, man. Some of those people, sometimes we wonder, are this person is really my dad? Are you really my mom? Or is the simulation messing with me? Some of those people, I know you guys are NPC. You guys were just pawn. Maybe my memory was hacked and then they put like you raised me or whatever, you give me birth. But you don't feel like someone that gave birth and nurture a child, you should feel somewhat a connection of love or acceptance from this person. But it's quite the opposite. Are you real? Are you sure not some kind of computer programming that are being there to suck my energy? Well, I'll test you. The only way to test if anybody or any of those people is real, stay away from them for 2 to 3 years. The simulation will just uninstall them. They will be uninstalled because they are drawing too much energy, and the simulation do not like people or NPCs that draw energy that cannot complete their mission. Stay away from anybody for 2 to 3 years, and you will hear news that this program has been uninstalled. All right, beloved, we'll leave you with peace. I will leave you with love, and I say shalom.
The 8K family.
Have you ever felt a deep yearning for spiritual growth but didn't know where to start? What if I told you there's a guide that can lead you through every step? Introducing the 8K Family Handbook. This comprehensive guide is your ultimate companion for spiritual empowerment, offering invaluable insights and practical steps to enhance your spiritual journey. What's inside? Perform spiritual background checks. Learn how to assess spiritual energies and protect yourself from negative influences. Connect with your guardian angel. Discover methods to establish a strong, supportive relationship with your guardian angel for guidance and protection. Develop your magical abilities. Unleash your innate magical potential with step-by-step instructions and exercises tailored for all levels. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned practitioner, the 8K Family Handbook provides the tools and knowledge you need to elevate your spiritual practice. Begin your journey to empowerment and enlightenment today. Available now on Amazon.com.